Hello and welcome to our midweek thought. I'm Juliet and I'm the curate here at St Matthew's. Last Sunday we completed our 5-week summer series on Sabbath. We've spent 5 weeks thinking about this idea, which has often been ignored in recent years. When I was a child, we kept Sunday special. All the shops were closed, so we went to church, ate a Sunday roast, chilled out in the afternoon, maybe watched a film or read a book or played some games or went for a walk. As a child, it could be sometimes boring at times. For my parents, who both became ordained, Sundays was usually a work day, but even then they kept it as a special day, making sure that their focus of work was the church services rather than the rest of the work that comes with being part of a church leadership team. Over the years, the specialness of Sunday has been eroded, not only in our society, where today is just another day for most people, but as followers of Jesus too, we can sometimes see Sunday as a bit like Saturday, but it includes church as well. Sometimes we see nothing particularly special about Sunday. Right through the Bible, however, we see the importance not only of keeping the Sabbath as holy, but having a day of rest. If you can't rest on the Sabbath, which in the Bible was Saturday, but Christians changed it to Sunday because it's the day that Jesus was resurrected. So if you can't rest on the Sabbath because it's a work day, it's vitally important for our physical and mental well-being that we have another day of rest instead. One of the things which really struck me when preparing my talk on Sunday was that God rested. In Genesis and Exodus, we're told that when God created the world, God worked hard for 6 days, then rested on the 7th day. However you understand creation to have actually happened, that's not the point here. The point is that God oversaw it happening, however he did that. Then God stopped and rested, and probably enjoyed looking at all the good things that God had just made. If God can stop and rest and delight in creation, then so can we. So we've been exploring what Sabbath might look like through 4 words: stop, rest, worship, and delight. We've used as our guide the teaching from the website Practicing the Way, so do look it up. I think it's on our Facebook and Instagram accounts as well. For now, many people, life is picking up. It's the beginning of September. Schools, colleges, universities start up, and for most people, the rhythm of life changes again. Currently, I'm frantically checking that my children's shoes still fit, buying new school bags, trying to persuade them to try on their uniform, and finding second-hand items of uniform to replace the ones they've grown out of. Also labelling, making sure everything is clean, all that jazz. On top of this, I'm continuing to sort out the house. We moved in May and it's still not sorted. And oh yes, and I've got work to do as well. The temptation to get some of this done on my day off is huge, but I have to be disciplined, not only because it's good for me, but because, well, if God rested, then who am I to say that I don't need to? The challenge for me is, how am I going to celebrate my Sabbath day each week this term? I extend the same challenge to you. Have a good week, everybody, and enjoy your Sabbath when it comes.